Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Trader. Myself Bala here. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. And if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel to get more update on intraday and positional trading strategies. And this video, I'm going to discuss about the Google Sheet option scanner, the tool which I used for option scanning tool that will help us to find out some breakout opportunities. And also I'm going to discuss about option scanner along with this Google Sheet simply to find out a real-time trade opportunities, how many trades which we got it this week, and what is the probability that was given news. And everyone were asking about the accuracy of the system. Here I'm just telling you, I'm not providing you any tips and buy sell tips. I'm not providing you. It is a scanner which scanning the stock by using some conditions. Okay, after finding the stocks, whether I want to take a trade on the stock or not, that you have to decide. So as if you are watching this Google Sheet or even my live session, we are going to find out the trade opportunities by using the sheet. Some trades may go very well and some trades may trigger your stop loss. As of now, this is having a good accuracy. This Google Sheet is directly linked are directly connected with my advanced option strategy. That in advanced option strategy, I have a course where I am teaching you some 5 different hedging strategies that you can use for hedging purpose. So today also I given you one example. So those who are watched, and this Monday we find out entry opportunities in HDFC and HDFC Bank. In this case, HDFC which triggers my target and HDFC Bank which triggers my stop losses based on advanced option strategy. Here I am not providing you any stop loss or a target for the trades. Hope you understood. So here, if you are applying our hedging strategies, and maybe we are going to exit with some minimum losses, that is called a hedge we are doing with the options along with the futures or selling options, buying options, like that. So different kind of strategies we are learning on the session. Okay, so here it is a naked trade, maybe a fresh breakout which we can focus. So how many of them who are watching my today's live session, you know well, we find out fresh breakouts, some fresh breakouts. If we are going to use the fresh breakout trades, okay, the fresh breakout trades means the entry which is triggering the first time from this week. For example, so many of them who are confused about the system. So for example, here is the Motherson Sumi, this data or this particular week which started from somewhere around 3rd to 7th. This is the weekly positional scanner. Okay, weekly positional scanner which I want to use for this week which is started from 3rd to 7th, right? So exactly the day Monday to Friday. Okay, so if you are focusing any stock which is triggering, that is 100 percentage, that should be the new opportunity, that is the new breakout. So look like this Motherson Sumi which is given you the new breakout today, because from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this is what a first time trigger. First time the entry point which is triggered, that is called a fresh breakout. First time with the entry triggers, it's called a fresh breakout, and that fresh breakout stocks only I should focus. Maybe you can avoid. And what are the conditions which we are going to follow? That very important: liquidity of that particular option and lot size. If you are going to start with a very initial stage, don't go for higher lot size. Always try with the minimum lot quantity stocks like 100, 200, like that only. So don't go for 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 lots, because your risk also be high, and don't want to take a such a trade initial stage itself. Okay, so understood the concept. The fresh breakout which is triggered at this point of 7.2, after the 7.2, that particular premium which went to 7.85, so almost 60 paisa. It's about a huge amount. Here the lot size is more than 7,000, I think. Okay, in intraday. So the fresh breakout, what we are looking for, if that trade which is triggered at as per our entry point, that should be the fresh breakout we consider. After the fresh breakout, if you are focusing for an intraday trade, So for example, minimum you can make a target of 2 to 5,000 rupees. Okay, it's a simple concept. Minimum 2 to 5,000 rupees you can make a target, and also you should keep your stop loss as per the minimum same amount. That is what a 2 to 5,000 rupees you need to keep your stop loss. So that will help us to new breakout trades that can be giving you some profit, and you can exit with the intraday mode itself. Okay, if you are focusing for. But as a positional trader, and you know about my advanced strategy, and you after learning the strategy, either in this breakout point, so you can apply any of our strategy. Okay, so 2.1, 3.2, and maybe a few F4 strategies or SBB strategies or even OTM options also we can apply. So here is the entry point for our advanced option strategy. We have applying our strategy as per your risk ability. So I'm not telling you to all everyone who want to take a trade in naked basis. That is not also be a right one. So as per your convenience, as per your risk ability, you can plan which strategy which suitable to you. That strategy you can apply. So as a positional trade, if I'm waiting for this trade and it closed with 6.2, initially it moved some minimum profit, then it moves down now to 6.2. But as a positional trader, still we have the chances to wait for further movement. Okay, we are the first week, we are getting a monthly data, monthly sheet as well as weekly sheet, both are same. Okay, as a monthly positional, the stock is triggered and right now it is lower from that entry point. Don't worry about it. So even yesterday we find a Federal Bank around 7.5, that entry point triggered yesterday. Look at this, 7.5, it went up to 8.2, 70 paisa. Large size is nearby 5,000 something, more than they expected 2 to 5,000 rupees is generated. Even though today, if you are following for an intraday basis, if you are I'm just following only an intraday, if I'm just making an intraday trade, simply, so 2 to 5,000 you can keep a risk for the trade and reward also, maybe 1:1. So a fresh breakout, and you just remind that is the stock should be a liquid and quality. Okay, so don't go for a illiquid stocks. If you are going for a illiquid stock, maybe due to that price gap, you can't get the exact entry as well as exit. Okay, so but today we find this one re-entry opportunity here because it's a re-entry. Previous day it triggers and it gives you some movement, and again it moved down, so re-entry. Today it went up to 8.5, so another 1 rupee movement, and still it is in the same price only. We are not taking the trade for a immediate target, so positional target. Like yesterday we are finding a put side opportunity in S cards. How many of them were watching S cards? 3600. Even the market is positive, but in this case it's a stock specific. S cards we got it for sorry, 3600. Yeah, S cards 3600. What's happening here? S cards. Sorry, it's not a S cards. iShare Motor. Sorry, 3600. Those who are watching yesterday's live session, they know well. This is the entry which is triggered at this point around 4th of July around 10:25. Even in our live session, we are tracking this particular option, and as per our concept, it given you the breakout and maybe a 2,000 to 3,000, 5,000 maximum. It generated here as an intraday trade. It is a successful trade. But if I'm waiting for a positional basis, now today it triggers our target. So it's a positional trade. Maybe we are going to hold up to maximum of month or maximum of week, which basis of which basis you are selecting that stock. So that is what your holding period. But it's a monthly positional. But within a 2 days, that got triggered our target and also achieved our target too. By using that Google Sheet, we find out one more trade, Bandhan Bank. So this one we ignored it. Why? Because of it is a gap up, and immediately after market opened, the first 15 minutes, okay, it's a crucial time and also we high volatile time, so that is why we are not taken any trades in the first 15 minutes. Okay, after that if you got a fresh breakout, so we can go for a fresh breakout that will help us to make some trades. Okay, so Bandhan Bank Astral, which triggers on our live session, 2 to 3 times it came come down and goes up and finally closed with 8% from our entry. Laras Lab also it is triggers our entry but closed with the end of the day it is around a 4%, still it is closed on the nearby the entry point, but still in a profit. So Lara slab Astral, it's on a put side triggers, but in a call side we got a trigger today is about a cold fall, but initially I was seen in the live market it is a liquidity issue, but it's quite, but I was not interested to take. But even though the stock is good performing, cold fall 1700, that is what a real time trade. And what happened today's itself, it triggers our target. Here, look at this, our entry point 1776 at this moment. After 9:30, 9:35, it's a 5 minute chart. 9:35, it started with 59 and high is 91. If you have missed out our entry around 76, immediately the next candle it came down, and even the next candle it is 65, less than our entry point. And from that point, it is more than 50%, maybe here around 76, and if you are comparing the high is around 63% and closing is around 115, maybe around 53%. That is also be a targeted rate. Okay, so one stock which we got this week is a stop loss. Really, I find out is about HDFC Bank, that is 2840, I think. So now the stock is very lowest level, but if you are applying that hedging strategies what we have learned on our session, that will help you reduce the risk. So everyone who are planning for a naked trade, I don't want to suggest you everyone want to take a naked trade. I just simply telling you to take a hedging basis and risk protection, something like that you can do. So don't want to take all the stocks. For example, in last we are in the 3 days, and today, yesterday, Monday trigger, I think ITC. If you are holding it right now, it has triggered our target. Euro Motor Cup yesterday's entry 2900. So look at this 2900 from the beginning. Today's morning it was started moving. I think we seen around 170 180 level today 2900. I think it will be available on our screener. Yeah, here you can see what is our entry point. Our entry point is around 142. It's about yesterday it triggers 142 at the time of 2 o'clock. So yesterday 4th of July, which triggers our entry point 142, and it closed with positive, and today it started the rally, and it started with 153 in the morning, so nearby our entry point, and then finally it reaches to the peak of 250. That is also be a hit our target today. So how many stocks, even the re-entry which we find out IDFC is around 7.6 yesterday, those who are watching my live session. So you need to focus the quality stocks. And anyone who are watching about BPCL, 18 rupees, it gives you entry and slightly moves, and downs up to 15 rupees or 14.7, I think. Now it bounced back to 23. It is a positional trade, not for an intraday. I just focused positional. I'll show you BPCL. Even today also we are discussing about BPCL on our live session. 367.5 call option. Look at this. And maybe here yesterday it triggered our entry by closing hours around 11 o'clock. After that it moves down around 14, but today it went up to 23. Comparing to our entry point BPCL, now it is almost 30% higher. So this week alone, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank targeted, and Colpol in the same day targeted, in Bajaj Pinsir, which is triggers and re-entry and made around 115, and now it is 94. And IOC previous entry, it's given you the entry and moved well and then returned back. Now it is back to the entry. Petronet also same, but I don't track Traver, and I think it was Hindustan Unilever and Dr. Reddy all triggered, and Federal Bank. Yesterday's trigger went higher 8 plus, and coming down to today the same breakout point around 7.37, 6.75 in the morning. From there it went higher, and now it is closed exactly at this point. And one more stock which we find out in the live market, it is about Motherson Sumi. 7.2, 7.85, again it came down to 6 point. So if this option tomorrow it gives you any entry buy opportunity, we can go for such a way. You can use this effectively the scanner, and BHEL also came there in this point, and SBIN and yesterday's entry, and the same price only it is traveling right now. It is not moved very high and low, but so most of the times I think 2 or 3 times it was given you 2 to 3 rupees up and down like that. So if you are following the sheet, if you want to focus for an intraday like that, you just simply focusing the stock which is going to trigger first time breakout. So we have every week opportunities. Okay, so we don't missed out whatever the entry. So we can wait for a Monday. Okay, so we Monday would be a new list. Okay, the new strikes new list will be updated. So already we have so for this week, so maybe more than somewhere around 11 stock which is triggers our target. Maybe if tomorrow market goes higher, even we get a even further higher stocks to get and bigger opportunity. I hope you understood. And if you have any questions and doubts, you just ping me here in the comment box. No comments were commented anyone. So I think I am explaining very well, or you are understood very well. That's it. Okay, if you have any questions or doubts, just ping me in the comment box. And one more important thing. So if you want to access the Google Sheet, we have a content. So how to use the Google Sheet without the advanced option strategy. You can read it first and you can watch that video. All I think 5 videos will be there around 42 40 45 minutes, and after watching that videos, if you are confident and if you be able to use this Google Sheet, you can purchase it. Okay, I'm charging is currently 1200 per month. So if you're interested, you can go for it. Okay, or else if you want to learn more about my strategy, then you can contact me, the number given in the video WhatsApp number. So you can just ping me on WhatsApp and you'll be getting more detail about the strategy too. Thank you for watching, and still if you are not subscribing my channel, kindly hit the subscribing the channel to get more updates. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.